It's a beautiful day, chat. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. Hope you guys are ready for an awesome and epic stream. We're getting started in just a couple of seconds. Let me just do a little bit of things overhead, and I gotcha. All right, let's send this out and about. All right, there we go. But how's it going, everybody? Wait, let's try that again. Hold on. How's it going, everybody? Well, hope you guys are having an epic day, as today is the D&D Sensei show, as we're going to be doing a lot of world building and more for the MMORPG known as Project Aurora. It's a D&D or TTRPG based MMO-like project, as we're basically making this expansive universe where every single campaign, every single adventurer can leave their mark in some way, shape, or form and forge their legacy on the Auroraverse. Multiple campaigns with all these sort of crossovers, cameos, raid boss events. There's many ways to be able to leave your mark, and world building is actually one of them, as we're going to be actually building a world, or specifically a couple of continents and regions with the likes of chat. So hope you guys are ready for an awesome and epic time, because it's going to be definitely a fun one. Here in the stream, you're going to be able to learn and pick up on some world building techniques that I typically use for my games and more. This is actually the very similar, if not exactly similar, to how I actually built my own little setting and world known as Voden. I use a lot of these tips and tactics, and you guys can use them in your games if you wish, and see if they help you out in any way, shape, or form. Besides that, yeah, that's what we got. So a couple of things I wanted to say. Special shout out to Runny, Spear Like Hail, Sandy Monk, Torres. Appreciate you guys for stopping on in. Welcome over from the YouTube side and on the Twitch side of things. Tricky Vids, appreciate you for stopping on by. Hello. So let's swap on over. Actually, well, we're gonna swap on over in just one second, but here, let me show you kind of what I am working with when it comes to this little bit of consonant creation guide and document. The Noodler. I love that name. Holy crap. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Appreciate you for stopping on by. So let me show you what we got here. This is essentially my little handy dandy little guide on kind of what I typically tend to do when it comes to making sort of, or making how you say, differing worlds and all that. I'm setting up a couple of the things, so like if the screen's black, then yeah, it's like that on purpose. There we go. So swap on over here. So yeah, I mean, we start off with and we're gonna go a lot more in detail with it, but we start off with the continent name, a little bit of geography, weather effects, biomes, seasons, and kind of what's important there. Then we're gonna go talk a little bit about some landmarks and more, technology levels, magic levels, religion levels, if there are any, the culture, factions, general populace. We're gonna talk about it all. So a lot of things that we can sort of cover over here, as this is just a little outline or basic guide on what I sort of use, right? Moneyman, yo, welcome to the stream. Acidic Dragon over on YouTube, special shout out to you. Welcome. Optimum Sheridan. I probably butchered that last part of your name, but let me know how it's pronounced in the likes of chat. But thank you so much for stopping on by over on YouTube. Runny was saying over on Twitch, if possible, I would love to share ideas if you're willing to hear them. Yeah, if we got time, then by all means, go for it. CJ Bellis, welcome to the stream over on YouTube. Squigs, special shout out to you for stopping on by on Twitch. Heck yeah. So we got a lot of awesome stuff for you guys. Again, I guess before we get started with everything, as we just went over a little bit of the outline and guide of what this continent world building is going to be. Let's see if there's any updates for the Auroraverse. It's not many. I will say that we're still in round 2 of applications and such for the players for Project Aurora, you know? I know a bunch of DMs, I think they've sent about a total of 200 to 300 messages, or so. I think it's getting close to like about 200 messages, and funny enough, we've only had like 40 people respond. So that's kind of crazy. Definitely a little crazy and wackadoodle. It's because we need about 75 people. So hey, if you haven't checked yet, just check Discord real quick. Check to see if you maybe got a message. And then yeah, just be sure. It doesn't hurt to check. You might get a message from one of the official dungeon masters of the sorts. So just be sure to be aware and checking all that. Because again, we only got 30 or 40 people, then that's gonna be a little rough and such. We need 75 at least. But CJ Bellis and the Noodler, thank you for subscribing over on YouTube. That is very, very much appreciated. We're actually really close to hitting 1,670 subscribers. I think we're getting close. And that being said, we're actually getting even closer to 2,000 subscribers over on YouTube, which is insane because we actually like just hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like, I mean, just hit it. Like, I'm talking, I think, what was it? October we hit that, or November we hit it, and it's only January. It's only like what, 2-ish months afterwards, and then yeah. Have all round 2 applicants been reached out to? No, not yet. We got a couple more. I think we're about to send like about 2. So how many we're sending? So each continent is going to send 75. I told them to sort of focus up on these sort of things. So each continent is going to send out 75 messages each, and since there's 3 continents, that's going to come out to what? I think like 225, right? Hold on, let me see if I'm smart, chat. 75 times 3, yes, 225. Hello, I'm freaking beautiful, I'm smart. Heck yeah. One of those was a lie, probably both of those, but we got it. We got the confidence at least. Oh man. So yeah, we still got a lot of time, for sure. I got a lot of time. And then even then, I'm getting a head start on making continent 4 and 5 today. So even if you guys don't like, and this is what I keep trying to stress, but I know people don't listen because we have people obviously leaving the Discord because they're like, oh wow, this isn't what I wanted. Oh no, or whatever, right? Just freaking spazzing out or something. So like I said, even if you guys haven't necessarily gotten accepted to this continent, that's perfectly fine. That's more than fine actually, because you have a higher chance of being accepted to continents 4 and 5 because it'll be just a lot less people trying to join in, and the people who are more active, like I mentioned before, they're gonna have an extensively higher chance than those who aren't, and they haven't really posted in the Discord, you know. So yeah, and because we're getting started so soon on continent 4 and 5, we're gonna start today. We actually might be able to start launching it a little, like almost up to a month earlier than I intended. It's very possible, like at the end of February, I can start recruiting for more dungeon masters, right? And then get them loaded up for those continents rather than March and April. No promises on that, obviously, but like it's a possibility, you know? So, hey, your bit of help, your support has been able to make this dream come into a reality. You guys are freaking doing awesome. Also, Oodle, thank you for jumping in over on Twitch. Appreciate that. Fernando Torres 2000, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I know. It's freaking awesome. I don't know what we're gonna do for 2,000 subs on YouTube. Gosh, what did we do last time? So last time we had the Shroompalooza event, which the voting knights, or my players, they actually threw on a one-shot for me. They really planned a majority of the one-shot. I just ran a little bit of the more so DM specific things with describing scenes and all that, you know, but they really, like, they planned that to the moon. They had, like, it's a Shroompalooza, if you guys don't know. It's the whole point or premise of it is that their campaign, they live in a place called that they named the Mushroom Kingdom, and it's not actually Mario based, but they're making it Mario based, whether I like it or not. And it was they were basically in their campaign. They were celebrating basically, actually, what were they celebrating? It's been months. Okay, what were they celebrating? They were celebrating the Soulbound, and also they were also doing a little fundraiser for a campaign in the campaign. So a campaign basically supporting a charity event in D&D, not outside of the game, inside of the game, because the tragedy happened inside of the game. So they decided to make a scam fundraiser, allegedly, and it was ridiculous. It was wild. It was hilarious. But the event was super fun. They hosted a bunch of like little tournaments, games, and you know, like little carnival games and that sort of stuff, and it was just hilarious and so much fun. It was really cool to see like all the Soulbound campaigns actually get together and make one giant little cameo and crossover between, I think, 4 campaigns worth of people. Yeah, it was wild. It was absolutely wild. So I don't know what we'll do to top that. Maybe we'll do a giant raid boss. Maybe we can do like a little raid boss that people can sign up for 2000. Because raid bosses are relatively easy to sign up, or more so they're relatively easy to do and run. It's more so explaining to people the rules and mechanics of raid bosses. That's the hard part. Running them, it's easy because it's just running a D&D monster. It's just explaining how it works, because it's more so raid bosses are more of a thing that's kind of on the players, and it requires a lot of trust, communication between them, and just a lot of flexibility, right? Yeah. Tridominium, or Dominium, there we go. Oh man, did I catch this one early? Yes, you did. We just got started. We just got started. Speaking of which, actually just remembered, let's open up Stream Raiders, and then we're going to get started with the world building and more. Raid boss would be sick. Raid bosses sound cool as fuck. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, then let me know in chat, and that might be a thing that we do. I don't know how big the raid boss would be. I have no idea. It could be as simple as like we just do like, let's say a 30 or 40, 50 person raid boss, and then everybody, they don't maybe get more than one round, but they get like 1 or 2 rounds to kind of just show their stuff, be awesome badasses, whatever. I don't know. Something crazy. Or it can maybe even get wilder and wackier and do a world event across all the campaigns. I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. All right. So Stream Raiders is up. We're opening up over here. We actually have 2 more fights until we have a big old boss battle. So actually, while we're doing this, I think can we get this thing done? Okay. I want to do a little rewards for people who get first place in this little Stream Raiders event. I was thinking maybe we could have it where actually, yeah, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to have whoever is the top 3 individuals who win this Stream Raiders. We're gonna have those top 3 individuals. They will be able to pitch and present a name for said consonant, you know? And once we have those names pitched, we're going to have chat vote on which one they would like. Now, I'm only going to take serious names. I'm not going to take meme names or joke names or anything stupid like that, because this is going to be a serious thing. So you guys will actually have the honor in being able to come up with the inspiration for said name of the consonant. So if that sounds remotely interesting to you, then yeah, by all means, let's do this. I'm gonna play a flag bearer, just because, so I don't take any of the kills or anything like that. And yeah, we'll go from there. So I'm going to drop the link to the Stream Raiders on Twitch and YouTube. And here, so those who are on YouTube, you guys are good. Don't worry, I got you. All right, so for my YouTube frogs over there you go. YouTube should be set up, and you're good to go. All right. Is Sandy Monk like the waves from Shield Hero? Hey, maybe. Oh man, it's been so long since I've watched Shield Hero. Actually, I never watched 2nd season. I heard it wasn't that great, but if people think it was, then I might give it a shot. Also, let me turn the heat off because it's getting very warm here. All right, we flipped the heat off for the air. So with Georgia, it's freaking terrible, man. Because like, I love it, but I also hate this because in the morning and very much at night, it's extremely freaking cold. And I'm talking like abysmally cold. And whenever it is like in the middle of the day, like right now, it's perfectly warm, sunny, everybody's happy, you know, the deal. And it's like, how do we go from 29 degrees and then within 4 hours, it's 70 degrees? It's like, what? This is like, I can wear like people could wear a bubble coat jacket and booty shorts in the same day. Like, how the frick does that make any sense? Chat, make sense of it. Make sense of it. I don't know. Like, oh my God, place is freaking weird. Wackadoodles, clown worlds, I don't know. Or at the same time, maybe, you know, I wouldn't put it past somebody in Georgia. I really wouldn't. I really wouldn't. Ah, man. Skeleton says, God, glad I was able to catch the stream, but studying like crazy today. Exams start in 3 days. Hey, everybody, wish Skeleton luck. I know you've been preparing like all hell. So super glad that you can sort of be here and stop by, but also even more hyped that you'll be able to sort of kill your exams. Oh yeah. All right, everybody, let's begin with the world building and more. So first things first, just to recap, if you haven't done so already, be sure to join into Stream Raiders. The people who win the top 3 places and secure the top 3 spots, you guys would actually be able to name your or the consonants and such, and we'll vote on it in chat. Now, if you haven't done so, I just posted the link again on YouTube and Twitch, so there you go. All right, everybody, let's begin. So a lot of the time when it comes to world building, I like to okay, so let's talk about this whole thing. So world building is nice. A lot of people love to world build. They love to sort of build these expert level worlds with pages and pages of detail and more, and that's cool. Run your game, world build your games however you wish, but I don't really try to do that. I more so prep for what I need and a bit of the outlines of the setting and then flesh things out later. I more so prep for the game and the adventure, and the world building is what I do on the side for fun, because I don't really care about world building the settlement that is a whole another continent away, of the secret dwarven culture of how they are hairstylists and beard stylists to defend from a Lich King, and the players aren't going to experience that crap for 2 years. I don't focus on world building that way. I'm not saying it's the wrong way or the right way of how to sort of do it. It's just not my jam. I don't care. The players don't really care most of the time. It's not my thing. What I instead focus on is what I need to run said adventure, and that's kind of what we're going to be doing today. But we're going to be doing it a little bit more advanced, and we're going to be given a little bit more details here and there. But by the end of it, we're going to have a fully fleshed out setting that we can easily sort of implement for the West Marches campaign. Now, I don't know if we'll have enough time to make all 2 consonants, but we'll definitely try to if we can, and we're going to try to at least have one of the consonants done by today, you know? And maybe we'll try again, not tomorrow, but like at another point, maybe like Monday or something, to finish up consonant 5, right? So, where do we begin? Where does SenseiSuplex begin when it comes to world building? Well, I mean, sure, you can have a consonant name, but what I like to do is I like to focus on what is it that I want to run? What is it that, or what are the basic ideas that my players want to play? You know, I take these basic ideas and then I will flesh them out after the fact. So we're mainly just kind of taking ideas from our brain or just from any bits of media, you know, and then we're just throwing them at a wall like paint, just throwing them. You see this little whiteboard? Throwing them, you know, just throwing it over there. And what we'll do is we'll take, mix and match each of those ideas that we like. And eventually, once we have this little set list of things that we want to include or that we must include, then we start world building past that point. Now, for Dungeon Masters, this is just something that I've done in the past that I recommend, but you can do as you wish. This is just something that helped me out. Now, I always, again, like to take what the players want to do or what they want in the campaign and then build it out from there, right? Rather than just presenting them the world, unless that's the entire point of the campaign. Some example scenarios where it's like that wouldn't work is more so Voden, where the entire point of the campaign is an exploration-based campaign where the players are intentionally going in blind and they're going to be exploring the world as they're just being dropped in from their own little planes and planets and rifts, you know? So, but that's not this. This is kind of similar to that case, but we can still so let us begin. Let's switch on over towards this side and let's start throwing a couple of ideas out there. So let's do a little bit of descriptions. So one thing that, or a couple things that I am gonna hint towards, and these are a little bit of hints towards the existing consonants that you guys will be, or for some of the players, you guys will be able to understand this very easily and very soon. So one thing that we want to stay away from is the following. Stay away from the following: deserts, pirates, Or pirates, or archipelago. What is it called? Like pirates beaches, you know the deal. Or pirates naval stuff, you know the deal. Also, I want to make a little list over here. There we go. Pirates naval stuff. More so Norse aesthetic, ancient China aesthetic, or fantasy aesthetic. We're gonna say that. And what else are we trying to stay away from? I think that's everything. Deserts. Yeah, I think this will kind of like chalk it all up, right? Yeah, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Skelethrone. I always I don't know how to pronounce that because I'm stupid, but I try. I very much try. So yes, these are the things that we really want to stay away from because they're already existing in the West Marches. We want to do something a little bit different. It's Greek. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Nice. So yeah. So what we want to do, so I was thinking, I had a basic idea, and my idea was more so, what if we had, this is up in the air, I don't really care if we use it or not. I had an idea, what if we kind of had a area or a land that was kind of like Zaun and Piltover? So do we have any fans of Arcane here? Any fans of Arcane, League of Legends, Runeterra, whatever, you name it? Anybody watch it? Anybody enjoy the show? If so, essentially, their whole, if you don't know, right, basically the whole premise of Zaun and Piltover was Zaun was very much a cyberpunk world and Piltover was very much more a steampunk world. But the reason why they were these regions were more so together, kind of combined, where there is the Overcity being Piltover and the Undercity known as Zaun. Now they have their own sort of opposing ideals and varying or like completely varying sort of aesthetics and goals, right? And they also very much antagonize and oppose each other as the Topsiders or the Underdwellers or whatever you want to call them, right? As Sandy Monk, I watched Arcane. There's season 2, not yet. It's coming. It's coming. But yeah. So what if the basic idea of what I was sort of thinking is, what if we had not necessarily a steampunk aesthetic. I don't really want to do steampunk. I'm tired of steampunk, to be honest. I really am. Maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. But the main thing is I wanted to pick or do a region where it was maybe the fourth continent was opposing the fifth continent, you know, where we've had a lot of these regions. There's without spoiling anything or too much of anything, a lot of them have their own little bit of internal wars and struggles, but I want to do something where it's like bigger than that, you know, something bigger where it's like there is ways that these continents will be interacting with one another on a larger scale, you know. Two continents with conflicting opinions, yeah, you know, and for any other Runeterra fans, it doesn't have to just be Zaun or Piltover. It can also be Demacia and Noxus, right? Those two easily antagonize one another, as Demacia at face value, even though it's not true, but at face value, Demacia is seen as the blue good guys or whatever, right? And Noxus is seen as the red bad guys. Even though that is far from the case, that actually Demacia is fucked and Noxus is also kind of screwed, but hey, I don't know, pick your poison, pick the lesser of the two evils, you know? So that's what we're trying to think of. Now, what would be some basic ideas that we could kind of do or use for this world or for this continent? Now, one thing I have always wanted to do, but we never did it. We never could get to it. I pitched it in the mini project. We didn't do it. I pitched it before as a campaign. We didn't do it. You know what? God damn it. I'm ready to see hold on. I'm ready to yee your haw. I'm ready for some goddamn cowboys, gunslingers, you know? Because, I want to be the sheriff around in Project Aurora, and I want to be a rootin' tootin' gunslinger son of a gun. I want to see that. That's what I want to see. I would love to see some freaking gunslinger and cowboys going and outlaws and sheriffs and all that sort of craziness. Because that just sounds dope. I want to play a freaking gunslinger. Hey, what if I played a gunslinger samurai? I don't know. Sounds dope as hell. Might be cool. I don't know what the heck the gunslingers would, or cowboys would more so kind of oppose, or yeah, I don't know who they would be going against or what region, but I think it would just be sick as hell to make an entire region that was based off of like guns and like the advancement of it, and more so like firearms and keeping things at a distance, yada yada yada. Striker, what about Percy from Vox Machina? Yeah, I love Percy. What about them specifically though? Actually, no spoilers for Vox Machina season 2. I gotta watch it, but yeah, I'm super excited for it. Taurus says Cowboys will be lit. Yeah, but not in the desert. Yeah, not in the desert. Not in the desert. I don't want a desert. No. CJ says almost like Navy versus the Marines. Maybe. I'm thinking bigger. Thinking bigger. Those are two like similar because you know they're more militaristic, right? It's more so like the cops versus robbers sort of aesthetic, you know, like kind of like the opposing ideals, right? Fernando Torres says divine or nature magic versus arcane magic. Okay. Interesting. So with Antima, with the mini project, we did have a sort of thing where it's like technology versus nature. And I would love to kind of explore a little bit more on that. What if it was like, yeah, technology versus nature, you know? How would that work? Maybe. I'll write it down so we actually have some ideas. Because again, we're just, we're throwing paint on the walls and we're just hoping for the best. Gunslingers, let's do possible ideas. So gunslingers, let's do nature versus technology or opposing magics. What else you got? Jungle cowboys. Oh god, I'm just gonna oh wait, Navi versus the Marines. Avatar Navi. I thought you meant Navy or whatever. It's just a typo. Gotcha. The Navi versus the Marines. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it could be something like that. I think that would easily fall under the likes of nature versus technology. Cowboys versus samurai would be sick. We're gonna stay away from samurai, even though it would be dope ass, like a dope ass setting. We're gonna stay away from it more so because we're trying to avoid, like, I know obviously like samurai is like a more Japanese, but we're gonna try to stay away from that little sort of whole realm because we already have something similar in nature to it. So we're gonna try to keep this one a little bit different. Here I can also add another thing. No jungles. No jungles. No Vikings. Yeah. No. What else? Settings. No snowy regions. And yeah, I think this will help out because I saw someone Zaxi said jungle cowboys. I'm like, nah, we're gonna hold off on that. Samurai used guns, but the guns were usually single shot muskets. True. That is true. Very much true. CJ Bellis over on Twitch says we could also do a bit like Aztec Mesoamerican and the new colonists and such. Well, we got to be careful about that sort of thing, but I get the idea that you're trying to go for. I get the idea. Also, sup, Crimson? Appreciate you for stopping on by. Hope your day has been well, and I hope you're having a great time. One thing that I do try to, like, obviously I know you're not meaning this. I 100% understand. One thing I try to do when it comes to building my worlds, I try to like, I can pull ideas from them, or like the basic premise. But I really do, I strongly do not, I'm strongly against like sort of implementing actual real world stuff. This is more so not against you, it's just more so just like a disclaimer in general, right? I don't include like real world history or things that kind of nod to that bit of those things. They're not my jam. They're not my thing. I don't feel comfortable with it because I feel like I'm gonna mess something up and then offend a lot of people, make a lot of people upset and happy. And hey, we're trying to play TTRPGs to be happy, right? So don't want that. So I just try to like, you know, take something and then just go crazy with it and make something completely unique or just different. Actually, here. So more of an example. Yeah, like you get what I'm talking about, CJ. You get what I'm talking about. We're on the same page. Arcane monster makers with the cowboys that fight against it. Ooh, that'd be cool. Hold on, I like the arcane monsters. Or versus the elements. Elements. Okay, so chat. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do about 3 more minutes left of just like possible ideas, and then we're going to do another thing that we can also add on to it as well. And I'll reveal what that is. We're going to basically take differing forms of media that we all enjoy, and we're going to actually throw them in here and see what we can come up with as well, right? Okay, Runny Carcass, sorry, back with a miss. We're basically coming up with possible ideas and just very much throwing paint on the walls and seeing what we kind of, what sticks and what's cool and what's not. Another idea I had as a bit cliche is living versus the dead. A dying land that wants to move to a new place. Ooh, that's not bad. That can also fit into the nature versus technology aesthetic. And that's perfectly fine. I actually like a lot of cliche stuff. I think a lot of the time, people try to reinvent the wheel when you really don't need to. You don't really need to reinvent a circle, right? People are familiar with the circle, and when they're familiar with something, then they're more likely to actually cling to it. You can have something familiar and, you know, relevant to them, and then you can, as they like get further and further involved with it, then they'll understand the differences and more. But it's okay to be cliche a lot of the time. In fact, it's sometimes even better to be cliche, rather, because people can just easily identify with it. So I'm all for living versus the dead, especially with The Last of Us episode 1 that came out, and episode 2 is coming out literally tomorrow. Hell yeah, I'm okay with that. Dying land, living versus the dead. I like that. Let's see. Shane Stafley over on YouTube. Sup. I said they say I think that's the best. It can be difficult to emulate real history sometimes, as history is rife with conflict, but not outright crippling cultures for a fantasy race or whatever. Makes total sense. Yeah, you get it. Appreciate that insight. Mecha Tarask piloted by a bunch of gnome artificers who have a big chip on their shoulder. Oh my god. Oh man. Was the undead already said? Yeah, undead was already said. Dead, undead. That's what I was kind of thinking, in a way. So let's see. What else we got? People only call a cliche if it's done bad. I think that's true. Oh wait, lava elementals versus ice skeletons. A BBG has ice skeletons to attack a town, causing magical sickness on... Wait, darn, I hit sent too early. All good. So I'll just hear... Well, I don't really want to do ice because that kind of falls... Excuse me, that falls into the snowy region territory. Fire is fine, but maybe like fire versus water or something. Hit me with it again. I'm gonna read and catch up on all the last bits of text, and then we're gonna start we're gonna hit us with a new form of world building ideas that I got. CJ Bella says, I ran a short campaign that basically had an aristocratic undead upper caste oppressing the lower living caste. Interesting. Fernando Torres on YouTube says, high-tech arcane-based society and an elemental society would be cool. Gunslingers and high-tech. And gunslingers and high-tech, maybe things like monster tamers and the elemental nature side. Interesting. Okay, let's do nature and arcane versus technology. Interesting. Derpy God, yo, how's it going? Appreciate you for stopping on by. Shane says, in my setting, gunslingers exist to counteract mages because mundane folk looking to balance the power curve against the wizards throwing fireballs. That makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Rennie says, to finish their message, ice skeletons attack towns, causing magical sickness, causing a party to go to the volcano, get a magical artifact, giving off heat that can heal the people only for the magical amulet. Oh god, so much. Okay. Secret Society needs an amulet to revive a BBG. We're gonna hold off on that. I won't reveal why, but we're just gonna hold off on that. Just trust me with this one. Trust me with that one. Trust me. But I know you're like, but Sensei, why? Trust me, I got you. Joshua, yo, first time on the stream, checking to see what it's like. Heck yeah, appreciate you for stopping on by. Actually, real quick, if you haven't done so, yo, chat, we only got 31 units, and I see a lot of you guys in chat. You guys can drop 5 units each. Be sure to join into Stream Raiders, because if you haven't done so already, then you will not have your chance to be able to name this consonant. You know, you won't have your chance to name the consonant. So we have about 7 minutes left. It seems the Skelethrone and the Insanity Monk, they have dropped down their 5 units and they're looking to drop down a 6th one. Make sure you continue and stay up to date with it, or you're gonna be looking to earn that last place spot very fast. Okay, so chat. So the next part of this that I like to do is I like to, once I have like a couple of basic ideas, I also like to sort of incorporate what are some things that I genuinely have been interested in recently. Whether it's been pieces of media, whether it's been TV shows, anime, comics, whatever it is, what are the things that I've been enjoying so far, and then I write them down, and then I see if I can take some aspects of that piece of media and throw them into my games. So everybody, without spoilers of course, what are some things that you have been sort of watching, investing yourself into, that you think that you can maybe be able to spin into a D&D setting? And you can be very, very much broad. It can just be like, oh, I like WandaVision or whatever, right? So then you end up, and you just want to throw that idea out there. And then maybe we could come up with a little hex-based world or something, you know? I'm gonna drop a couple ideas to give you a couple of examples for some things that I've been interested in. What's Sensei been watching? I guess, what's Sensei been recently, you know? Here, I guess because we're gonna put it in a broad thing. So what we're interested in recently. So for me, I've been watching a lot of Attack on Titan. I just caught up with everything. I'm not reading the manga, obviously, but I just caught up with Attack on Titan. That's been friggin' dope. I was watching actually Dragon Prince. Dragon Prince is friggin' super cool. That show is just so cute. That show is just so cute, you know? What other games? I'm playing a lot of Hades. And I also played a little bit of Mass Effect. Right. And again, we're just sort of throwing things that we've been interested in recently. That doesn't mean like just because we're saying a Mass Effect that we're gonna have we're gonna be boarding the Normandy or anything like that. We're just sort of throwing out there what we've sort of enjoyed. What else have I been enjoying recently? I've been playing a lot of Solasta recently. Predecessor, and I think that's really it for me. I haven't been doing too much besides those things. All right, let's get chat in here. Let's get chat in here. All right, so this is what chat's been recently interested in. Okay, we're gonna scroll up a little bit. Let's see. Cities like, hold on. It's funny you say that because I just got done watching Soul Eater. So what about a society of warforged that can use their arms and legs as actual weapons? All right, I'm gonna drop Soul Eater then. I'm gonna drop Soul Eater. Let's see, cryptids and such. Let's try to drop forms of media so we can stay kind of on the same page, right? Monster Hunter, I see a couple of people talking about. Attack on Titan, already got that listed. Well, here, actually, I'll list it again because, hey, maybe people really want to see Attack on Titan. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of isekais, so someone who was reborn from the past, reincarnation, he's retained memories or their fuzz, but he's very knowledgeable about the past. So, reincarnation, isekais, you know the deal. All right. Striker, currently looking to add a pirate gang into a campaign I'm going to run. I'm just copying things from League of Legends Bilgewater. We're probably gonna stay away from pirates because we already got that sort of thing over here. But I do like that. I do love Bilgewater. Bilgewater's freaking dope. There's another show like Attack on Titan, but it's in the future called Muvla. Never heard of it, but oh, wanna see. Ooh, okay. What if we had something My Hero Academia Monsters or something? Hey, yo, that would be cool. Okay, all right. Hold on. I just thought of something immediately off of that. All right. Chat. Listen up. Hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. All I gotta say is 1 or 2 words. Well, 4. The boys in D&D. The boys in D&D. Does anybody know who the boys are and all that? Hey, yo. What if we had the boys or something similar to like Invincible, My Hero Academia, whatever, you name it, and we throw that shit in D&D, where we have this Homelander or Omni-Man like figure who's patrolling the fucking world, and they're like a super big bad, you know, like they're the big head honcho or whatever, but in actuality they're freaking evil as can be. I think that would be sick as hell. I would, oh my god, I would love a freaking Homelander type in D&D that says, oh my god, that sounds so cool. Hell yeah. All right, hold on, I love this idea. Okay, we're getting somewhere, chat. We're getting somewhere. All right, Invincible, I'm gonna drop that. The boys. I'm thinking something superhero themed, or something where it's like there are heroes in this world. I like that, because I've always wanted to run something that was kind of like superhero based in a way, you know? I think that'd be cool. I would love that show. That would be so terrible, but amazing. I know, right? I know. Invincible, the boys? Nah, I'm gonna be real with you. Nah, you're I'm sorry, we allow opinions in this house, even the wrong ones, but you are sadly mistaken, my friend. Striker, jokes aside, I like both. I really do love both. But the boys is a work of art. It genuinely, that is the most underappreciated, and I don't want to say underrated, because everybody who watches The Boys, they fucking love that show. It's more so just not enough people know about it. That show is absolutely fantastic, even diabolical, if you will. Though some of you guys will get that reference. Oh man. Don't worry, Sensei, you're allowed to be wrong. All right. Fine. Striker, have you watched The Boys? That is the question. How much of The Boys have you watched? Don't you dare hit me with the, well, you know, I gave The Boys like one episode a shot, you know, but I really finished all of Invincible. Don't you hit me with that. Don't you hit me with that. Okay, so question, would the abilities be genetic or man-made? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I think we got an idea though. I think we got some ideas. Still need to watch The Boys. Phoenix, watch it tonight. Watch it tonight. Watch the first 3 episodes and holy crap. That show is amazing. Phoenix, if you do, when the next season comes out, we're gonna do watch parties and stuff like that, and you are very much invited. SAO, I got you. SAO, Runny, yeah, go for it. Last idea, Runny. We'll try to add it on in. And then we're gonna keep going. Techno faction could have like the Homelanders overseeing things. Ooh, okay. I like it. So, I'll give Runny a little bit of time, and while we're doing that, let's run this little stream Raiders thing. So, as we're looking around, we got a lot of individuals who have decided to partake in this little avenue. Whoever gets the top 3, or whoever is in the top 3 spots, you guys will have your chance and opportunity to be able to name these consonants. Now, if you're not here when we start naming them, then sadly, we're gonna have to keep on moving on. But we'll see what we can do. All right, I'm gonna start the battle. I'm not gonna drop a spell. We're gonna leave it be. We're gonna make sure the music is done. All right, here, I guess I'll drop this. All right, let's see who's gonna be. So Stellar Throne is in the lead so far, and they're getting 3 assists immediately with the likes of that that number difference. But Dr. Squiggums is coming in, 4 kills, 5 kills. They seem to have 3 or 2 of their units down, but they are not going out without a fight. Skeleton is gonna try to take that first place spot immediately from Squigs, and we have a couple of individuals down below, and they're struggling to get kills and assists. They're trying to get on the board, but they can't. They really can't. CJ Bellis is making their way up there, but they're only in 5th place. Are they gonna be able to do it? It's the last couple of kills coming on in. Oh, who's it gonna be? And that's gonna be Skelethrone, Dr. Squigs, Cute POL, Meadowlog, and CJ Bellis with the top 5 places. Now, Cute POL and Meadowlog, if you guys are here, let me know in chat. If you're not here, then I won't be able to help you out. And we're gonna give it over to CJ Bellis because I know they're in chat. So here I'm gonna give these to you guys. A couple random things. All right, let me write down their names. Oh, hold up. Okay, so that was Skeletron. That was Doc Squigs. All right, CJ, also let me know if you're in chat, just to be sure. And also, we got a boss fight coming up this time, so we're gonna need everybody for this one. I'll tell you what, we're gonna do, for this one, I'm not sure what we're going to give. It's gonna be something related to the world building. I just don't know what to necessarily provide just yet. I'm gonna drop my barbarian unit over here. You guys are free to join in to Stream Raiders, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch. Click the link down below, and yeah. All right, CJ Bellis, I'm pretty sure the other two were just randoms from Stream Raiders, so you will be able to take that 3rd place spot from them. And, wrong scene. And you will be able to come up with a name for this. So here's what we got. So we have a couple of things that I was kind of coming up with ideas. So nature and arcane versus technology, yada, yada, yada. And, you know, I'm looking at it and I really, really want to do something superhero based. I think that's freaking cool. But let's see if we can combine some of these things. So I want to write, so what I'll do now that we're still in the idea phase, but we're getting close to getting out of it. But let's start writing some stuff, you know? I want it to be superhero themed. Oh, is there a way to like, here, let me see if I can shrink this. I want to give it a little bit more space so we can write some stuff. All right, I want it to be a superhero themed or equivalent themed continent where there are vigilantes, or we'll say factionless vigilantes, superheroes. Now they're not actually, now I want you guys to keep in mind, even though this is still a high fantasy world, we're using superheroes to more so instill in the idea that that's the kind of basis that we're pulling off of. So it's going to be a superhero in the sense where like they're going to have their little hidden identities and all that, but we're not going to actually have people shooting lasers out of their head and all that craziness, right? But so the factionless vigilantes, the superheroes, and the super villains, if you will. There's got to be super villains, quote unquote. And yeah, which is actually weird, you know? Okay, I've always wondered this. They never really mention it in The Boys, unless I'm crazy. But there's not really super villains in The Boys, you know? There's not really super villains unless I'm crazy. The super villains are really just the superheroes, if anything. But yeah, oh man. I don't know, weird. Oh well, we're gonna, I want to make sure that we sort of include them regardless. So whatever, regardless, superheroes are equivalent themed content where there are factionless vigilantes, superheroes, and supervillains warring against each other to either destroy or protect the populace. So this is pretty standard stuff. However, the kicker is we're gonna call them mutants, sure. The mutants, or can be anyone on the street and blend in with society extremely easy. They wield secret identities for safety reasons, and to conceal what they do and who they ultimately serve. So imagine like a could call him the Soulbound to add to the whole Aurora lore. Well, we can't call him the Soulbound because Soulbound's the name of my campaign. Oh man, we can't do that. So what we could do is So imagine this. Imagine just a world where, like, you know, there isn't really they're kind of like, everybody's kind of like a sleeper agent, you know? So if you've seen, okay, ooh, this is a little good example. For anyone who, is there anyone who saw Captain America and the Winter Soldier, like the new one that was on Disney Plus, you know, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, there we go. Did anybody see that? The reason why I mention it is because, so the whole premise of that, spoiler alert, it's been 2 years, but spoiler alert, you know. Okay, cool. The whole premise was that these were a bunch of super soldiers, but they were a part of this faction and all that stuff, but no one knew who was a villain, who was a good guy, or just like a normal everyday Joe. No one could ever tell because it could be your next door neighbor who is a part of this friggin' like terrorist organization. It could be your grandma. It could be your mom. It could be your best friend, and you would never know. You would just never know, right? And so everybody would get that little ping on their cell phone, and it'd be like, it's time to rock and roll. And then they put on the mask and they're committing villainy, right? That would be such a cool little concept or idea in this world. I think it'd be very, very unique, for sure. Very, very unique. And just imagine your grandma shouting, "Hail Hydra." Oh man, hey, Granny be serving some weird shit. That's all I say. That's all I'll say. It's a big thing when it comes to Marvel villains, Hydra, the Skulls, etc. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. Use Captain or Falcon and Winter Soldier. I don't remember what they were called. What was the organization called in Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Someone let me know in chat. Blank as reference. Okay, now let's go a little bit further. So we got the idea of these mutants and stuff like that, invincible to boys, yada yada yada. Now, what other things that we do want to kind of pull upon? Let's try to add a little bit more of a D&D feel to it, you know? Let's add a D&D feel. So, Flag Smashers, thank you. So, what in D&D? I'm gonna try to figure out a way to word this, right? I'm gonna try to figure out a way. So, what type of, okay, so what is the equivalent of superpowers in D&D? You know, I believe it's magic, right? I'm pretty sure it's just magic, right? But we got to get a little bit crazier than that. We got to have something a little bit more unique than just magic. What would it be? What twist could we do on magic that could kind of make this even more interesting? Now, we could always go the route where everybody in society, at least on this continent, they don't have magic, but there's a select few of individuals who do have magic. You know, we can always go with that. Sure. Cool. Well, can we do something a little bit more interesting, you know? Let's see if we can do something a little bit more unique. Maybe like illegal magic items. Maybe. Here, I'm gonna write this down. Magic. Illegal magic items. What else? What if a cold deranged druids use the natural magic of the world to create these beings? Possibly. Runny Carcass, you posted your idea at the top. Wait, don't we have a villain that's super smart has to leave riddles? We could have the Riddler in here. We could have the Riddler. Have people super smart making tech and gadgets. Says Runny. Magically infused that only affects a few, like mutants and X-Men. Oh, okay. Oh man, that's scary. Okay. So what if we combine this, Zach? What if we combine that and then a little bit of Attack on Titan? So we're like, okay, so what if there are these like magically infused mutants or whatever that are basically like considered, like, you know, they get buffed on go-go juice, right? I'm talking, when they take this sort of enhancing thing, whatever it might be, so maybe they're just sort of injecting mana, like straight up injecting the arcane into them, you know? And when they do it, yeah, kind of like Bane. Yeah, exactly. When they do it, they get extremely strong. Like their strength becomes at base, like let's say 18 or 20, right? Probably like 18 or 16 or 18, because that's actually kind of freaking ridiculous, you know, for an average everyday Joe. And then maybe their dexterity gets decreased. Maybe they lose a little bit of senses, so their wisdom and charisma maybe gets decreased, whatever. I don't know. Like maybe these guys are having like walking around with 24 strength, something crazy, right? And they also get a little bit of the ability to cast magic and more, because the whole thing about D&D is that there's commoners, you know. There are commoners, and commoners do commoner things. But if there was a group of individuals where these specific type of people, let's take maybe the Eldians perchance for my Attack on Titans fans, these individuals can actually be turned into these mutants, but everyone else can't. Not everyone else can be turned into the mutants, only these select few. So the players themselves, they won't be able to be turned into the mutants. They're more so trying to have to fight against these mutants in some way, shape, or form, or get strong enough to be able to take on a superhero. So going back to the whole thing with the boys and all that, we could have it where it's kind of like a scaling thing. They have to grow in strength, they have to level up more and more and more to be able to eventually take on their first hero. And then, but like this is probably like a level 4, level 5, where they have to fight a superhero who's buffed up on this go-go juice. And eventually, like a level 10, they're having to fight like armies of these guys, you know, armies of these super soldiers, you know. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be cool. I can repost it for Skaven from Warhammer. I don't know what the Skaven are. Aren't the Skaven like the rat people? It might be. The land itself could do it, only mutates a small percentage of the population. True, we could do that. Could do it. I like this idea though. I kind of like this idea. I want to go with it. Also, Giovanni, yo, welcome over on the YouTube side of things. Hey, how's it going? Hope it's going well. Yeah, it's going great. We're making some freaking awesome, a little bit of lore and world building, doing some world building things, and I think we got a cool couple of ideas. Okay. Bolt Breakers says it would be cool if it was like a Kamiga kill where you would have to get a special item for magic. Okay, I got an idea. All right, I've compiled all of your ideas into my singular brain cell. Okay, let's see it. So, there is a select few of individuals known as the blank. I'm trying to do the thing. Whose blood is different. They can actually be turned into these super mutants. They're not mindless. The mutants aren't mindless. Are not mindless. They instead gain supernatural strength to become a superhero. A superhero or whatever. Ooh, okay. I got an idea. What if, so the reason why people hide their identities, okay, well actually no, I had an idea, because the idea was what if they hide their identities from the populace, so they can't be like sort of taken and experimented on or whatever, because no one knows who's who, right? The superheroes gather forth and they have their own little superhero societies, and the supervillains have their own little supervillain society, and so on and so forth, right? But everybody's trying to sort of stay away from something. Like people are hiding their identities for some reason, or there's at least a group of individuals. Why? Okay, so why would people want to hide their identities besides, like, you know, the acts that they do? There's another. Let's come up with another reason why they would want to do that. It could be that, you know, if they were. Oh, I got an idea. All right, chat. Listen up. So what if we had it? The reason why they don't want to be they don't want to have their identities exposed, or they don't want people to know that they can turn into these mutants, is because if they did, they would be expected by society to become a superhero. And if they didn't become a superhero, well, then they would be expected, well, if you're not a hero, then that means you're a villain. And if you're a villain, you're evil, and you need to be locked up in jail or prison or whatever, right? That kind of thing. So X-Men? I don't know. I don't know much about the X-Men. Probably, sure. Yeah, you're forced to join the army. Exactly, Vault Breakers. Exactly. You're expected to be a superhero, and if you're not, you're a villain. You're right. And then there's the vigilantes who are like, hey, we don't want to be a hero, but we're not a villain, you know, we're trying to do our own thing, but with the vigilantes, they don't want to be, we don't want to be associated with the heroes and stuff like that because we know they're fucked up. They're ran by Homelander. They're ran by Omni-Man, and we don't want to be with that. Maybe knowing their name and who they are lowers their power. Ooh, kind of like devils and stuff like that. That's cool. That's cool. Maybe like names have power in this world. That'd be cool. I like that. I like that. Here, I'm gonna write that down. Okay. Not just strength, but other attributes as well. Oh yeah, of course, of course. Oodle says could be something Fey-like or like an Aragon where names hold power, so they instead have fake names and their real names. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, okay, so we can incorporate the Fey. Okay, so I like that idea from Oodles and then Fernando. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Okay, so maybe names have power similar to the Fey. Oh, you can't see my screen. And ooh, okay. Okay, so remember I was saying the superheroes are evil? We can have it where, like, okay, when the superhero organization, they know that, okay, when they know your name or something like that, sure, they're kind of like a beholden, like, yeah, you're a part of us now. But they also are using it for something sinister in the background, right? So when the superheroes learn your true name and secret identity, maybe not that they get like actually weaker, it's more so they can use it for some sort of thing. The heroes are secretly using it for some sinister deed, as names have power. I like that. Like a magical curse of the sword, like ReZero. Subaru couldn't tell anyone his ability, so you could do it. You could do it so if you say the real name of one of the mutants, the bodies like have like a negative reaction. Maybe that might be a little bit too complicated, but I love the idea. For a game like where I was only running it, I could easily do that, but for a game where multiple dungeon masters are running it, I don't know. It might be a little bit complex and convoluted. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe like sleeper agents. Ooh, okay. So they have or sinister deed as names have power, as some individual who wields the power could, and that's where Homelander comes in. Okay, so who wields the power could activate all the people whose names were revealed as super or as sleeper agents, and would bend the knee to them, doing their will. And this is exactly similar to like how it is in Attack on Titan and all that stuff. Oh my god. Okay, this is freaking cool. I like this. This is so dope. This is so dope. All right, I think we just got to make it a little bit more high fantasy, and we just got to change some names, and we're good. We're good. Okay. So let's fix this up. I think we got the basic idea down. We got what we kind of want. We just need to sort of say how they get their powers. That's the only thing. So the select few, blah, 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 his blood is different. Maybe actually turn into super mutants using illegal magic items. To activate their powers. Mutants are not mindless. When they do so, they are not mindless. Instead, gain supernatural strength, become a superhero or whatever. Chainsaw Man fear gives power? Maybe. Oh man, I don't know too much about Chainsaw Man. I don't know too much about it. Joshua, so like if the Homelander type knows the name of the mutant, he gains their ability and their servitude. Ooh, that's scary, that they gain their ability. I was gonna just say their servitude. I like the ability though. That just sounds scary. I like that idea, like I really do. It's more so I'm trying to figure out like a balance way, like how do you balance that out, and what would be the point if like they gain all those abilities, what would they have, or what would be the need for the rest of them, you know? I don't know. We'll see. Share some of them. Oh, we're getting into the one for all and all for one territory. I see, Bellis. Oh, Bellis. Oh my God. All right, so let's write this down here. Let me write it down before we get too lost in the sauce, and let's refocus our little energy. Let's refocus. So, cause yeah, we already spent about an hour on this. So let's go. Also, Stream Raider's done. No, we got 10 more minutes for Stream Raiders. All right, 10 more minutes. Cool. Okay, so superhero or equivalent themed content where there are factions, vigilantes, superheroes, and supervillains warring against each other to either destroy or protect the populace. However, the kicker is the mutants can be anyone on the street and blend in with society extremely easy. In fact, it's in their best interest to do so. I think we can sort of, okay. More importantly, these select few of individuals known as the blank, whose blood is different, allows them to become a mutant. I'm gonna reread this because I know this is like terrible grammar and everything. They can actually be turned into these super. They can be turned into these super mutants using illegal magic. So their powers, when they do so, they're not violent. They gain supernatural strength, become super. And we can get rid of this. Names here. Names in this continent have power similar to the Fae. The superhero, when individuals look to learn the names of these mutants every day. But for their own reasons. When the superhero faction learns your true name and a secret identity, the heroes are secretly using it for a sinister deed as names. Well, I've already mentioned that. For sinister deed. One specific individual who wields the power and is also the strongest hero on the continent could activate all the people whose names reveal blah blah blah. All right, I think we got the general idea down. Now we just need to sort of make this grammarly. We need to make this make sense. Okay, so and we'll probably use ChatGPT to be able to help us out here to kind of make this like make sense, kind of, you know. Superhero equivalent theme, constant over factionless, vigilante, superhero. I think what we need to do is actually I think here, let's just read it and see if it makes sense first. We are making a continent that is based on superheroes, villains, and vigilantes. Cool. We can get rid of this. These three groups are warring against one another to either destroy or protect the populace. However, the kicker is, we can just remove that. The mutants can be anyone on the street, and as they blend in with society extremely easily. In fact, it's in their best interest to do so. They wield all the mutants. I want a better name than mutants. I don't want to call them mutants. Run through a Grammarly website, probably. All the mutants wield secret identities, safety reasons. or safety reasons is kind of a given, but they do it to conceal what they do and who they ultimately serve. More importantly, these select few of individuals, known as the blank, whose blood is different, allows them to become a mutant in the first place. First place obtaining their powers. The way they do so is by using play on Fate Touch, probably something like that. We'll have someone. We'll have either GPT come up with ideas, or we're just gonna have chat. We're gonna brainstorm a couple of ideas. So the way they do so is by using illegal magic items to activate their power. Called these items are known as blank. When they activate them, when they activate blank, they are not mindless. Instead, gain supernatural strength and to become a superhero or to become a mutant. All right, I can get rid of this. All right, we're cleaning it up. We're almost halfway done. Iron Blood. Ooh, I like that. That's a cool name. Names in this continent have a power similar to the Fae. The reason why everyone is so adamant on concealing their names is because how similar to the Fae and Fiends. Individuals look to learn the names. If one is to know a mutant's true name, then they would... What would happen if you know their name? Okay, so then they would be beholden to them. Potentially beholden to... Well, no. Okay, so we don't want it to be where everybody could kind of behold, or they could kind of have to like serve them. We don't want that. We want to save that specifically for our Homelander-like character, you know? We want to keep him a little bit special. So what would be the other thing that the general people, like Joe Schmo, they figure out Batman's identity. They know his name, they know he's Bruce Wayne. And because they know his name is Bruce Wayne, obviously they know where they can track down where they live, yada yada. But what's the big magical reason or the magical ramifications of it? Let's brainstorm, chat. What are the magical ramifications for knowing a hero's name and their like who they are or which superhero they are? I'm thinking. Yeah, I'll definitely need some help with this one. You say Homelander's ability is to steal other powers, but for the average person, you learn their name, they lose their power. Oh, that would be crazy. Wait, okay. So, okay, you might be onto something, Joshua. Wait, hold on. Okay, what if it's, if you learn their name, if you learn their power, and you confront, like if you learn their name and who they are, like the superhero or whatever, and if you confront them and you say their name or in front of them and all that stuff, right? Then what happens is that you have the chance to be able to steal their power for your own. And you are let's say someone like, I don't know, Jeremy begins to, they've dedicated their entire life to figuring out who Batman is. Jeremy eventually figures out Batman is Bruce Wayne somehow, right? He walks up to Bruce Wayne's manor, and as he does, you know, he ends up saying, "Hi, my name is Jeremy," or whatever. Or maybe he probably wouldn't say that, but hey, I know who you are. You're Bruce Wayne, and you are the Batman. And boom, as soon as that happens, I don't know, or something equivalent, then they basically end up swapping powers right then and there. And now Batman is no longer Bruce Wayne. Instead, Batman is now Jeremy. And we go from there. But how does Homelander play a part in this? Well, Homelander, the reason why he's special is he actually doesn't necessarily just steal a power and just swap powers with people. He actually just gains the power. He replicates it instead. And he's also able to control them on top of that. What if it's more so he learns your power, he says your name, and he essentially is like, okay, now I have, you know, all of Superman's power. I know who Wonder Woman is. I now have all of her powers. I know who Aquaman is. I now have all of their powers. And he's just stacking them on top of one another, one after the other. That could be a thing. And that could be why they're so scary, because they wield so many differing powers and all that stuff, right? Like, it's absolutely ridiculous, you know? That could be an option. Or we could go back to the idea where they revealed, like, whoever's name he knows, they kind of activate as sleeper agents, and they kind of bend the knee doing their will. That's always an option too. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Also, we got the what do you call it? The stream thing, or stream bots ready to go. Also, Terror Gamer says, Batman is Bruce Wayne? No! Oh man, ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay. All right, since I'm heading out, glad I sparked this idea. See you later. Yeah, no problem. No problem. All right, let's what is the more interesting idea? This guy gaining so much unfathomable power, or the ability to make them bend the knee to him? We need to come up with an idea of why he hasn't been able to be opposed yet. Why no one's been able to figure out his name yet. That would be something that we need to figure out. But I kind of leaning towards the bend the knee idea. His superpower is that when he learns the name of individuals, he doesn't steal their power, he just gains control of them. Zach says, could do the Harry Potter wands connect thing where the power's in the middle and it's epic duel of wills on who ends up with it. Could be. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. It's kind of like a duel. Ooh, and it's kind of like it's a battle it could be a battle to the death more so. So that way, like, someone can't just be like, oh well, everybody, I lost to Bruce Wayne, I got my ass kicked, but everybody, if you want to challenge Bruce Wayne, then here's his name, here's his address, go crazy. It'd probably have to be a battle to the death. Ooh, Oodle says he's an orphan, so his true name isn't known since it was lost. Oh, he doesn't even know his name. That's interesting. I like that. Yeah. Or it could even be even crazier. If we want to actually, hold on, I got a better idea. I got a better idea. Okay, hot take, chat. Hot take. This guy is actually unstoppable. The reason why no one knows his name and they can't use it against him is because the person who gave them his name, or the people who knew their name, they suffered cosmic death. Bam. They suffered cosmic death. They got erased from existence, and everybody forgot like, no one knows their name anymore because they just don't exist. And you can't track it anymore because those who wrote it down, all that stuff ceases to exist as well. Boom, that's how they get around it, or they got around it. So the only way to stop him is you have to kill him. You have to kill them. But I mean, again, they're a superhero, so it's like, why would you want to kill them and all that stuff? Yada, yada, right? That's the reason. Boom. I love it. Canon. We're going with it. So the reason why this Homelander guy can't be, also sub Jesse, yo. So the reason why this Homelander guy can't can't have his name found is because he was an orphan, and what do you call it? The people who gave him his name were cosmic death. All traces of their true name are null and void. No one knows. No one knows. We're making we're making the new continent for the West Marches, and we're basically basing it off the Boys, Invincible, and Attack on Titan. And this is dope as frick. Oh my god, I love this setting already. This is cool. Okay, here's what we need. Here's what we need. All right, chat. So we're gonna get a little spicy with this. For though we're going to have it where actually no, I'm gonna have people just start sparking up names. They're gonna start throwing stuff in chat to figure out the names of this, and then we can throw it in chat GPT and get started with making the big setting portions of it. Okay, so let's drop the killing field over here and go from there. Okay, so I think so what, here, I'm gonna think about what would possibly be, or what are the names that we need to figure out. Okay, so we need the first name to be of what are the mutants called? Yeah, what are the mutants or the superheroes, supervillains, whatever? What are they called? Because I don't want to use the name mutants. I don't want to actually make it X-Men. What is their name? I know Ironblood was a good name. I like that. I want that. I just want to make sure that everybody's getting their chance to be able to speak, and just in case there's any other even greater ideas, right? Oh shit, I was able to actually kill one of the big people with my barbarian unit. I'm actually not doing too bad. I'm in 7th place, but could be better. That's gonna be Phoenix V getting that 1st place battle reward, and Spear Like Hail getting the 2nd place. See who's gonna get it? Nice. You actually get a fairy scroll, and Gladiator you get a or Spear you actually get a Gladiator thing, and same thing with you, Skeletron. That's freaking cool. All right, let's go back to the map. And heck yeah, we were able to beat the boss. Nice. Okay. So let's go back over to here, and I'm gonna drop a paladin unit. Yeah, we're gonna drop a paladin unit. Why not? Okay, for those of you guys who want to go onto Stream Raiders over on YouTube, don't worry, Sensei's got you. There you go. Jump on into the stream. Okay, so we need a name. Besides the Iron Blood, what can we name them? What can we name these guys? Taking the stream on the road. Hell yeah. Deviants, anomalies, aberrants. I like that. I like that. Hold on, let's come up with some names. Let's write some names down. Names for superheroes. So we got Iron Blood. Bloods, or the Iron Blood. Yeah, I think it was just singular. We don't want the Bloods and the Crips. That'd be a little weird. Deviants. I like variants as well. Anomalies, aberrants. Are the mutations based off of meta magic mutating? I don't know. I know they're based off of magical mutations and stuff, right? They're granting someone mana. They're granting someone the arcane. So because they're doing that, let's try to make it an arcane based thing, or arcane based name. Arcanus, no. The Arcanon, I don't know. Some people will come up with better names than me. About the name ideas for the continent, when will they be done? You can actually start, if you have a name idea already, you can throw a name in, and we can start voting on it. By all means, throw them in, throw them in. The Wielders? Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad. The Wielders of something. Wielders of something. Not the wielders of mana, not the wielders of arcane. More so like the wielders of a name of somebody. Like this could be the wielder, like, you know how it's like the subjects of Ymir, you know, with Attack on Titan. What if it's like the wielders of something? Wielders of Magi? Or Magi? Or I don't know if that might be a separate thing, or like a name for them, the Magi. Ooh, I like that. I like the name the Magi. That's really cool. I like that name. That's dope. Livonius. Ooh, for a constant name? Yeah, I like that name. I like that name. That's a really, really good one. Livonius. Here, let's write potential constant names. Potential continent names. Livonius. All right, cool. I have to check that. The shapeless, the irregularities. Not bad. I like the shapeless. I like the name the shapeless, but I don't know if it really fits. That's the main thing. You got the weaponized. It's not bad. Well, but it doesn't really like flow too well though. Wielder of spirits. Life. Spirit wielders. Nah. Aristus. Ooh, I like that. I probably butchered the name, but I like that name. Definitely loving that. Wielders of the Weave. Ooh, the Wielders of the Weave. Yo, that's cool. That's cool. And then you could also call them the Weave Wielders. Yeah, that's dope. Wielders of the Weave. Weave Wielders. I like that. That's cool. That's cool, Fernando. Hell yeah. Mavericks? Ooh, it might be biased with Mega Man. The Mavericks. Okay. So let's see. And no, don't take offense to this. I'm gonna narrow this down to the ones that I like the most. The Deviants, I like the Variants a little bit, but I don't like it that much. I like the Aberrants. That's pretty cool. Iron Bloods is dope. Wielders of Weave. Let's get rid of the Wielders. Weave Wielders, the Magi, the Shapeless. I like the name the Shapeless. I just don't think it makes sense for what for the context. I just can't understand the context of it. Yeah, I just can't. I'm sorry, I can't not laugh at the Weave Wielders. Yeah, I know it is pretty goofy. It is pretty goofy when you think about it. But I like the idea. I like the idea though. Just the weave of magic. The wielders of the weave. Oh man. We'll get rid of the weave wielders for now. We'll just keep it the wielders of the weave. Take one last thing. Spirits, not spirits. Gotcha. Nah, I'm still not feeling it. I don't think it flows through. I think it's gonna mainly get caught up or confused with spirits. Yo, Troll Lord Games with a 71-person raid. Oh my god. Welcome, raiders. Welcome. Hope you guys are having, or you had an awesome and fantastic stream. And thank you so much for Troll Lord Games for being able to be able to raid on over to here and just see exactly or what we're kind of doing on the stream. For those of you guys who are just joining on in, my name is SenseiSuplex. I am a professional dungeon master, but I also run this giant living persistent universe and world known as Project Aurora. Essentially, it's a giant living MMO MMO universe that we're using TTRPGs to kind of build this whole crazy sort of thing. So we have cameos, we have crossovers, we have raid bosses, we have world events, you name it, in this giant little epic universe. We've been doing it for about 3 or 4 years, and hey, you guys can actually be a part of it. We do a whole bunch of sort of crazy things where you guys can actually involve yourselves with the world by either helping out with world building, actually, which is what we're doing right now. We're coming up with the continent at the moment. Or you guys can actually leave your mark on this world or universe by giving out inspiration points, giving out health potions, and all that craziness whenever we have games that go live. But a lot of different ways that you can leave your mark on this universe, and hey, this is the perfect stream to be able to do so. So if that sounds remotely interesting, be sure to leave a follow on the stream because it does help us out and we're able to sort of continue to grow more and more. But Troll Lord, let me know how your day was and let me know let me know what you guys did on stream. King, thank you for the follow. Grim Forge, TGI Dragonfly, thank you for the follows. Swashbuckler, thank you for the follows. Tomcat, GM Winter Mute, thank you for the follows. Welcome. Ooh, the Weaveborn, yeah, that's so cool. I like that, Phoenix. I like that name. Okay, so chat, what we're doing to kind of catch you up to speed. Real quick. So what we're doing is we were brainstorming the likes of what continent aesthetic that we kind of wanted to do. And eventually we kind of were pitching out ideas on, okay, what do we kind of want for the environment? What do we want for like ideas? Like we want gunslingers, we want magic versus the arcane, yada, yada. And then someone in chat mentioned My Hero Academia. And I was like, wait, what if we had the boys in D&D or Invincible in like TTRPGs or whatever, right? So that's how we're basically making a superhero based continent where it's still high fantasy. It's not like, you know, people are shooting lasers and stuff out of their eyes. I mean, if they can, but it's through more so magic, right? And right now what we're trying to do is we're struggling to come up with a name for our superheroes, or our equivalent to mutants if we were using like X-Men terms, right? So we're basically looking towards a chat to help us out and be able to figure out what name we want to give these guys. A couple of the names we were talking about was the Ironblood, the Aberrants, the Wielders of the Weave, the Magi, the Shapeless, because they're more so being enhanced with the arcane using differing magical devices, you know? Troll Lord Game says it was great. We did the end of a story arc, lost the player to the vortex. Ha, nice ending. Oh man, I'm sorry that you guys lost the player. That is awful, but I hope everybody enjoyed themselves and they had a great time. Man, that's freaking awesome. How long were you guys doing the little arc for? Let me know. The Weavers, like users of the arcane weave. Ooh, I like that, the Weavers. Nice, nice, I like that. Whenever I think of Weavers though, I think of like Weaver from like Call of Duty. Just me? Probably just me. Probably just me. From like way back when, like in like Modern Warfare 3 days. I don't even know, maybe Modern Warfare 2. Lecture Robin, sup over on the YouTube side of things. Hey Sensei, how are you? I'm doing great. We're doing some world building for the TTRPG MMO, and we're having a great time with chat. So awesome stuff. Oh, also I guess chat, while you're at it, this isn't like a sponsored stream or anything like that, but what we also do over on this channel is we do some we have a fun little game that we could play known as Stream Raiders, where essentially you get to actually drop down your own little D&D class or equivalent class into this little chat thing. It's completely free, and I'm like a paladin right now. We have a couple people who are playing barbarians, monks, archers, you name it, and you guys can actually fight alongside the rest of chat as we're going to take on a bunch of the NPCs and monsters all around. Completely free. We're not sponsored. Again, it's just something that we do for fun, you know? Just something we do for fun. So hey, feel free to join on in. We'd love to have you, and the more people get, the crazier and chaotic that things get, you know? Also, on top of that, we actually give out rewards for people who give or who are able to get first place and such. Like we have it where the people who got first place or the first top 3, they're able to name this continent when we get finished with it. So I dropped the link down below. There you go. Troll Lord says, love your channel. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Time for some food. We have you lurked. Love this content. Heck yeah. Thank you so much, Troll Lord. You have a good rest of your day, and hope you eat some good food. Eat some good food. The woven, maybe. I like that. It's not bad, not bad. Spill Like Hail says, shapeless because they're not part of the circle that the hero was made. I'm kind of reaching here. Bro, does your arm hurt with that reach? I'm pretty sure your arm hurts. Oh man. Nah, jokes aside, I like the idea though. I like where your head's at. I'm gonna say we're gonna call them the Magi is probably going to be a little bit confusing, even though I really like the name. I think the Weavers is where I'm headed. I like that whole thing with the play on words with the weave of magic and stuff like that. How they're weaving it through their blood and more. I'm gonna call them the Weavers, but I don't know. Well, I like the idea, but I think there's a better name that can kind of flow. Because when I say the Weavers, it's like I think of geezers and I also think of weasels. Maybe that's just because of ADHD. I don't fucking know. Whatever you want to call it, but that's what my brain goes to, and I can't unhear it. I just can't unhear it. Anybody else crazy? The Magi sounds like an organization or a section of one. Maybe. The Woven. Nah, I think of like the Coven or the Oven when I think of that. The Woven, and each individual is a weaver. I'm sorry, man. My brain is just bad with this. Like, I think of the Woven, and I think of like the Oven and the Coven, and I just can't unhear it. I just can't unhear it. Am I crazy? If I'm crazy, then I will continue to go with either the Weavers and the Woven or whatever you want to call it and all that. You know, I will 100% go with it. But unless you guys are also hearing it as well, I'm not going with it. Oh man. Oh, the Woven plays off of the 7. Or yeah, I see that. I can see it. Anarios for the potential consonant names. Ooh, okay. It's pronounced wo, not wov. The Woven. Oh no, the Woven are coming. Multiple weavers on. Ah, man, I can't unhear it. I can't unhear it. Fuck it, we're going with it. Weave blood or blood woven? Blood woven. Blood weavers. Maybe. What's another word for blood? Another word for blood. I'm googling it. Lifeblood. Weavers of life, ancestry, lineage, bloodline, family, the origin, birth, the dynasty, the heritage, Icar, the hemogoblin, hemo, huh? Is hemo good? Nah, I don't know. Hemo. Is that good? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. The Hemo Weavers? Blood Spinners? Ooh. The Blood Spinner sounds pretty cool. Sounds pretty cool. I like that. We gotta come up with a name. Alright, executive decision. I think I like Blood Weavers. Or Blood Spinners or whatever. I'm gonna go with the best of both worlds. Executive decision. Fuck it. We're going with Blood Weavers. We're going with them. We'll change it if we want. If we'll change it later. But we're going with these guys. The Blood Weavers it is. The Gore guys. No. Yeah. We're going with them. All right. Okay, next up we need to figure out what the magical items are called. The magical item or the illegal magical items that activate their blood. Sanguine something. Sanguine circulation? I don't know. There's a play on word for like blood or sanguine. Someone come up with something. I believe in you. Almost like Magistrum of Eldritch Ancestry. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Magistrum. What if it's called Magistrum? I like the idea of like playing it off of like something magic based or spark, lattices, injectors. Nah, I like spark. I do like spark. That little magical spark. Catalyst. I like catalyst and I like spark. Okay. Names for magical injector. Catalyst. I like that a lot. I like spark a lot. Helix. Ooh, that's pretty good as well. I think I like these three. Catalyst, spark, and helix. I think we're gonna go with that. Okay, so we're gonna just chalk it up to a poll. We're gonna chalk it up to a poll. These are the three that I'm going to choose from. Hold on. Let me go on Twitch and do the poll. In the meantime, all right, manage goals. Poll. Yes, there we go. What is the name of the magical injector? All right, Helix, Catalyst, or Spark. All right, starting the poll now. You guys have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to be able to decide that. All right. In the meantime, we can open it up for a little quick Q&A. And if you guys don't know how to vote, essentially it is in the top right or kind of top of the chat box. You'll be able to see it and you'll be able to vote there. You only got 2 minutes though. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Already got the names down. So yeah, does anybody have any questions about the MMO or TTRPG and just anything in general? All right, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Ooh. Also, I have started sending out messages to a bunch of the people who were maybe interested in being a video editor, artist, music composer, all that stuff. for Project Aurora. So you might have actually got a message, some of you. I'm gonna be responding to it either later tonight or after the stream at some point soon. So be sure to look into that. Also, hey, again, if you guys have been enjoying the vibes, if you've been enjoying yourself so far, what you can do for me is you can do a huge, or you can be a huge help, and you can actually go like the video over on YouTube, as we're live over there as well. And you can even drop a follow if you want. Follows are completely free, and they just get you notified whenever we go live again, whenever we're maybe doing this little bit of world building things, or maybe even when we're doing or actually running games live, and if you want to see what that whole experience is about. But regardless, we got a lot of you guys in here. Go support the channel over on YouTube. Go drop a like to it, and help us out. We're at 10 likes right now. Let's see if we can get it to 15 likes. That's all I want. 15 likes. It is very, very easy. It takes 2 seconds to go check it out. And the reason why you'd want to do that is because it actually helps spread the stream to many other people who might have never even played TTRPGs before, and they might actually be interested or invested in, like, hey, what the heck is going on over here? They might be like, oh, this is interesting, and they might even, you never know, they might end up actually looking into TTRPGs and start their little journey, and that could change their entire life. So hey, help them out. Go like that video real quick, spread the word and more, and we'll go from there. We got about 20 seconds. Nope, we're good. And the result is Catalyst. Catalyst is the one that won. It was a really, really close vote. Catalyst and Helix. Interesting. Actually, Spark was my favorite one out of the three. I actually like Spark the most, but it didn't get any votes. Wow, interesting. All right, so we're gonna name it as Catalyst. You got it. You got it, chat. All right, we're gonna call it known as Catalyst. Cool. Blah 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 blah. These are known. We only got about 20. We got 18 more minutes. I'm probably gonna end stream sooner because I'm getting a little tired. I didn't expect to stream for 2 hours, to be honest. So I might stream for like 10 more minutes and then go from there. Then raiding somebody. Okay. When they activate Catalyst, they are not mindless. They instead gain supernatural strength to become a mutant. Easy enough, easy enough. Become a blood weaver. All right, cool. We're getting our terminology down. The reason why everyone is blah blah blah. One is to know a blood weaver's true name. True name, then blah blah blah. Potential individuals look to learn the names of these blood weavers every day, but for their own various reasons. Cool. Oh, I guess I need to come up with the names of the factions, but I can probably do that myself off stream. Ooh, okay, this is gonna be fun. All right. So let's come up with who the Homelander-like villain is. Who is the Homelander villain? Now, I know we were sort of talking about like what they can kind of do. They're an individual who is a part of the superhero faction, and they learn your true name and secret identity, and they're able to use you as a sleeper agent while also gaining your power, right? Or one or the other. But what would their name be? And not even just their name. What are they? Are they a wizard? Are they a paladin? Who are they? Who are they? They could even be a dragon. They could be a friggin', what do you call it? Could be a giant. Who knows? What are we kind of thinking, chat? What are we thinking? I'm thinking, they have to be someone who is, if they're the top hero, they have to be something that is strong. It can't be a joke villain or anything like that. It can't be like, they have to be imposing in some way, shape, or form, rather than just like, I don't know. They can't really be just like a goblin or whatever, right? They can't be a goblin. Sure, maybe we can make an imposing goblin, but I'm thinking something like just they physically look scary, or maybe not necessarily scary, but more so when they're serious or when you make them angry, they are very much terrifying. A sorcerer shape changer, sorcerer giant. Everybody thought Okay, I guess they're a sorcerer. Jesus Christ. Everybody's using the one brain cell from Project Aurora. Okay, all right. So they're a sorcerer. Cool. A fallen Azamar, a super intelligence troll, a giant. Well, I would probably, a giant is cool, but I would probably say they're probably not a giant because they need to be able to blend into society. Like I think the best and scariest part is that this individual is just an average everyday person. They can literally be your neighbor, your best friend. They could be your grandma. They could be your dog. Okay, maybe not your dog, but they could be whoever, and you would never know. You would never freaking know. Centaur blends in well. Oh man. And we can use Project Aurora races as well. What they could be a Hanu. They could be a well, maybe not a sprite. I think a Hanu would be dope. A Hanu sorcerer. A Rakshasa that pretends to be good. Oh, that'd be cool. Okay, so let's write down some names. All right, let's write down some potential things. So I said a Hanu, and a Hanu, if you don't know, it's like a Sun Wukong monkey folk person. They're freaking cool. Look it up on the World Anvil lore for Aurora. It is super, super cool. A Rakshasa. All right, let me mark this down. I think one more. Yeah, there we go. What else we got? What else we got? A half orc or a human, maybe. All right, I like half orc. Why not? Also, the fact that they're just a human also is pretty scary. You know, they're just a dude. They're just a human. Like in this world of like crazy individuals and stuff like that, they're just a guy. Everybody probably imagines like, you know, they probably imagine they're like a friggin' genasi, or like there are I don't know, an elf or a whatever, just, I don't know, insert any crazy magical race here, but they're just a dude. They're just a dude. An Oculi, it could be that. An Oculi is just a human, you know? And his name is Phil. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is where it is, huh? This is where it is. They're a human named Phil. Dr. Phil the Sorcerer Supreme. Their name is Phil. It has to be Phil. But no one knows. No one knows their name though, because everyone cosmic death. Wait, no, that wouldn't work. So, Electra Robin, you realize if we go with this, you've won, but you've also lost. Well, we've actually all won. Bazinga! Bazinga! All right, anyways, jokes aside. All right, no. Moving on from that little area. Make Phil, oh my god, their name has to be Phil. But they got cosmic death. Their name is, so see, Electra Robin, you will know damn well that their name is actually Phil, but no one else will know. No one else will know. All right, should they just be a guy? Did they just be a guy? He pretends his name is Xander or something fancy because he hates his name Phil. Wait, what if Phil cosmic deathed all the people that had it or that knew his actual name because he hated that name or whatever? He has the power to like use cosmic death or something like that. I don't know. And that's why no one knows his name and all that stuff. Phil Donis. Okay, god damn it. All right. I hate it here. So is he just a human or is he a sorcerer? That's the big question. Is he a human or just a sorcerer? Or an oculi, excuse me. Is he a human or an oculi? I don't see a reason why he can't be an oculi. I think that's cool. And maybe like his power, oh, I got an idea. Cool. I know exactly. He's an oculi. Here's why. He's an oculi because I can connect it to easily enough Soulbound lore or Project Aurora lore. So he is an oculi who forged a deal with Rao Rakar. One of the heads of the Eclipse. / corruption into force. DMs don't need to know this, but this is more so for me to connect them into Project Aurora lore. Phil, cosmic death, or his ability is that he has the power to enact cosmic death on an individual if he looks at them long enough. Because of this, kind of like Gojo, he wears an eye patch or something. Or glasses. What if he wears like shades or something, you know? What if, ooh, okay, I got an idea. Okay, so for those of you guys who like love The Boys, okay, so you know those moments in The Boys where like Homelander is just like, he's about to lose his goddamn mind, and you see as he just begins to start staring into your goddamn soul, and you see as he begins to zoom in even closer and closer, and you hear that little ringing sound or whatever of him about to just snap. What if that's the same sort of vibe and aesthetic and sound? Because whenever he is in his hero form, he has both of his eyes are astral. They're completely astral. So no one ever, like kind of like a Medusa, no one wants to look him in the face. No one wants to look him in the eye, or they can't look him in the eye for too long. They probably maybe know what he looks like, but they just can't look at him for too long. Because if they do, they're done, right? Cosmic death. So whenever like he's getting pissed off or whatever, whenever Phil is like about to lose his goddamn mind, he'll just be like, so what was that? Jake from accounting? And he begins to start zooming in, and he gets like really, really uncomfortably close to him, like uncomfortable to this guy. And he's just staring into the likes of Jake, and he's like, why don't you look me in the eye, Jake? It's rude to not make good eye contact. You're a good employee, right? And you know, like stuff like that, right? I think that'd be hilarious and also really, really cool. Jake from State Farm, won't you do your job and make sure that my insurance is good? Is Phil an uncle? Maybe. Oh man. I like that. Okay, so he wears eye patch or glasses and stuff like that. We're gonna make it glasses because he has to be able to blend in. If this guy wears an eye patch, for example, and then he's just an everyday dude that wears an eye patch, he's gonna immediately be like public enemy. Like he's gonna be the prime suspect on who this guy is, and we can't have them figure out who he is. I mean, I guess then again, that's a good question. All right, chat. Does Phil hide his like identity? So like Omni-Man, for example, and like Homelander, they don't really hide their identity because they don't need to. Like, who's gonna fucking kill Omni-Man, right? Like, who's gonna try, you know? So is there a point for him to wear shade because he literally is immune to being able to, for people to figure out his name? Like, no one can do it. No one will be able to. So should he just like, should he even have the shades in the first place or no? I just built my character's Jake from State Farm. Oh no. Joshua says, I think Phil doesn't hide it, but he's also not showing off. Okay. He's not showing off like, hey, woo, you know, or whatever, but it's just more so like he doesn't care. Do the Superman thing when he puts his glasses on, you're like, oh, hi, Phil. But when it's off, it's like, OMG, it's the main superhero. I mean, maybe, yeah, maybe. The name like Phil, yeah. Oh, hey, we are being saved by Phil. Really? That's your superhero name? Well, no one knows his name. No one knows his name. No one, they probably gave him a superhero name. Maybe this superhero name is Phil. I don't know. Probably not. That would probably be stupid. And the DMs would freaking choke me out if they had to deal with that. But, I don't know. I think he's always in character. He's always in character. He's always in character no matter what. Oh my god. Well, remember, he is a good guy. He is a good guy. I like this. They know him as the doctor or the master. I like it. I like it. Dr. Power is his name. Dr. Power. Because he holds all the powers, you know? Could be a sense of paranoia or a sense of trying to be more incognito. It doesn't like PR or just straight chilling. Hard to say. Well, I think if he's the main hero, he can't avoid it. He literally can't avoid it. He's all over the news and stuff. I just like the line of the doctor will see you now. Oh, that's cool. That's creepy though. I like it. Does he have to worry about attracting other continents or areas? Nah, probably not. Probably not. Like, this is more so an internal thing that they would know about. Like, to everybody else, I'd imagine, like, Phil is just a level 20 sorcerer, right? He's just a level 20 sorcerer. And granted, yeah, that's really, really huge and impactful, but, like, there are other level 20 characters in Aurora and on Tahiri. There's not many, but, you know, it's not the craziest of sort of things. He's not, like, a god. But to these people, he basically is a god. Superheroes can't leave their constant, keep their powers. We'll deal with that later. Let's try to focus. Let's try to focus. I just need to know, like, does he sort of conceal his power, or does he conceal his identity or not? For right now, we'll I like the idea of the most scariest. No. I like the idea. I want him to actually conceal his identity. Here's why. I like the idea of the scariest and the most powerful individual from all facets of life. Okay, hear me out. He is the strongest individual, where this is prevalent to everybody, like, who's the main populace, because he can be just anyone. Everyone's like, yeah, we could be protected right now. You never know. Bill could be watching, or he could be in this storm. We would never know until you decide to do this. And for villains, that would be absolutely terrifying. They would be very much scared to kind of commit a crime, because Bill could just be the other random dude in the back of the convenience store just waiting for you to pull out that gun. And as soon as you do, you're freaking dead, you know? Looking at it from the superhero side of things, it's just always nice to have, like, they'd probably look at it as like, oh yeah, this is great, because we can always everybody, they could use this for propaganda, you know? They could be like, there's a Phil in each and every one of us, right? Like, everyone's a hero, you know? Gotham PTSD. Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, so yeah, exactly how the newest Batman film was. Exactly like that. Everybody is, it's not like Batman's superpower isn't like, he doesn't have a superpower, but in the film, his superpower was fear. Everybody's scared to commit crimes, or they're scared of what will happen if they end up earning the wrath of the Batman. And this is the same thing with Phil. I love this. Yeah. It's that fear of villains. And also, when it comes to the vigilantes and, like, the boys, for example, it's also their fear. It's not even just, it's that built-in fear, because we don't know who the hell this guy is. And that is terrifying. I think what could be an awesome setup is he doesn't pay attention to other people. The man is powerful to the point that most guys are like flies to him. So he won't fight unless you provoke him. Maybe. Hold on. So let's go back to this. Let's write it down. So his ability is back to power because of this. He wears glasses. The main thing though is though, Phil can be anyone, and no one knows who he truly is except the superheroes. And even then, they don't know his real, so they're powerless over it. So he keeps society in check, ruling with fear similar to Batman. Villains and vigilantes are terrified that Phil could be anyone and just waiting for them to enact their crime spree. You know, that's terrifying. I love that though. Maybe heroes that are in this group, he can see through their eyes so they can't hide from him. Oh god, oh god. I think what he could, oh no, right, the fight, he's mad if his scare tactics don't work and he has to fight someone. Actually, what if the heroes don't know? Well, I mean, that's kind of how it is anyways. Like, the heroes don't know his identity regardless. They just don't know. Like, they don't know it. Like, they can maybe know who he is or what he looks like. Sure, that's cool. But that doesn't mean anything really in the grand scheme of it. It doesn't mean much. Yeah. They, like, probably, like, don't know where he came from. They know he exists. They just don't know where he came from, who he is, like, who exactly he is, what he's all about, his agenda, all that stuff. It's just completely ambiguous. Would someone with true sight be able to see he's more than meets the eye? Nah, because I think it's more, I think it just transcends more than just true sight, you know? I think it's something that transcends, like, this is just straight up deception. This is just straight deception. And more on just the propaganda helping him out, be able to build himself up as this figure, right? So I like it. Oh dang. Regardless, so chat, even though we didn't necessarily come up with, you know, we didn't get to the geography, we didn't do the biomes and the landmarks and all that stuff, I'm very much excited for what we have here, because I can easily come up with the ideas for the general populace. I can easily think of like the factions that we can have in this world. I'm thinking more of like a city-based region. Like the entire region is almost a city with a couple like outskirts, or, you know, kind of like outskirts and more, but that's it. This is really dope. We were able to make something truly unique here. Truly, truly unique. So with that, did we write down the names of the thing? I don't think we did. I'm happy where this is looking. Yeah, I'm gonna do all this kind of in the background and fix it up and more, because I got to keep some stuff secret, obviously, for whenever we get going. But I could actually finish this up pretty much tonight. I could finish this entire region in constant setting. Just I'll need a little bit of help from AI, but just to help brainstorm a couple of things. But then, yeah, I'll be able to get this going. All right, y'all, we're gonna do the final battle, and then we're gonna go from here. Afterwards, we will call it. I'm gonna look for someone to possibly raid into, so let me go do that. Let's see. And she probably wouldn't want me to. She probably wouldn't want me to raid in with that many people, so I won't raid into them.
We'll offer like a kind of like gentleman's wrapped around.
I'm thinking we can always raid Soul Side. All gone. We might raid them. We might raid into them because they were a great guy, great person, great individual. Oh shit, we're top of the. We're actually literally the top stream right now, besides Tiefling Melissa. Wow. Oh crap! Look at that. Look at that. That's cool. Look at us. Look at second place. I like second place. Second place ain't bad. Yeah. Is there anybody world building? Like, is there any world building streams out there? I'm trying to find some. I know typically world builders like to go to world building streams. Let's go to. No, I don't see any. All right. Screw it. Let's raid into Soul Talgon. Before we do that, here. So special shout out to you, Prippy, for being able to get first place. Phoenix V, special shout out to you for getting second place. And yeah, Phoenix V and Squigs, you guys are going to be the ones to be able to earn this little thing. Now, one thing I do want to say before we get going. Be sure, as a final little bit of announcements for everything. One, be sure to check your DMs as we're going to be sending out messages and more from Dungeon Masters inviting you to play in Project Aurora. Number two, Be sure to pledge to the Patreon. We're actually going to be uploading a lot of the stuff to the Patreon within the coming days, if not today. We're going to be uploading the first set of maps and more, and these are just personal maps that I made until we get the map making team and all that. We're also I'm gonna be hopefully looking to upload a lot of the homebrew as well. So if you want to support Aurora, if you want to make sure that this project is able to actually succeed, especially in this crazy little third-party space, then I do highly recommend that you go check out the Patreon. 1 second, I will drop it down below and you can check it out. There you go, Project Aurora, restream. Every bit of support helps out as you're able to we're able to what do you call it, have multiple individuals be able to support the project and what we're kind of doing for pretty much everything, you know. Just, oh my god, from being able to make posters, being able to hire music composers to make awesome little things for the games and more. There's just a lot of things, there are a lot of ways you can contribute, and hey, this is the best way to do so. So do it if you can financially. Don't put yourself in a bad position, obviously, but you're going to be able to provide a lot of value and more. Here I will, if you want to read up about it, then I will post it in the about page. All right, there you go. All right, y'all, we're going to go right into a good friend of mine. Now, this individual was a player in the mini-series campaign, and I don't know if they're DMing or I don't know if they're playing. I believe they're playing. Yeah, they're playing at the moment, so I'm going to send you guys over to them. Be sure to leave a follow onto their stream. Oh, and also be sure to leave a like onto my stream as well over on YouTube. That does help us out. All right, y'all. I'm going to throw these starting or the ending soon screen. You guys have been great. Have a good one. Not that one. This one.